So we got a little something already going here in the pot, just kind of get some prep work going here. We're going to do a chicken con queso dip today. Ran into someone a couple of days ago and they said, you know, I've seen you do the tacos and stuff, but do something with some cheeses and some dips. I've never seen you do that before. I said, you got it. So here you go. So already inside my pot right now, as you see here, what I did is I took about 3 chicken breasts and shredded those up, boiled them so they'd be easier to shred, and then I put a block of Velveeta con queso, or try that again, Velveeta queso blanco dip, and just let it simmer here and melt for a while. I mean, this alone by itself probably would make a really amazing, really good dip. But we're going to do things a little bit different and going to kind of put a little heat to this as well. So ingredient-wise, here's what we have going on up here in the front. We're going to kind of make this a little bit of a creamy side, if you will. So we're going to go with about a cup here of heavy whipping cream. Now, you can also use half and half if you have some of that in stock. I know some folks going to use that as their creamer for their coffee, so go with about a cup of that. We're also going to go here about a cup of salsa. It's just store-bought salsa, but to do more flavor, I got a lime garlic salsa. So that should be pretty good. And of course, with the dip, you might want some chunky tomatoes. So I got some tomatoes diced up here. And more cheese, right? We can always go for more cheese. More so for garnish, a little heat there with your green chilies, and then some fresh cilantro over here. And then inside my bowl here is some white rice. Now, with this recipe, you can actually do it a couple different ways. If you have instant rice, you would just go ahead and throw it in here with the cream and with the salsa. I didn't have instant rice. I actually had rice that was, you have to cook, for about 20 minutes. So already got everything kind of mixed up in here. To make this a little bit easier to stir, start making it creamy and mixing things together, start adding in your liquids. So we're gonna go ahead and pour in now the heavy whipping cream on top. Be sure to continuously stir so that your chicken or your queso doesn't burn. You can actually, if you do, by the way, get the block of Velveeta, you can actually put that in the microwave if you want, in a microwave-safe bowl. That will really help get it a little bit melted and easier to use here to begin mix in. So you're going to add in just now all of your ingredients. The heavy whipping cream, again, is going to make it a little bit on the creamier side, give you a little bit of flavor in there too. But it also kind of helping thicken things up because we're going to be adding some more liquids, such as the salsa. If you want to go with another kind of different layer of flavor, it's much like salsa, but you could buy, or make it if you want to, a pico de gallo. Pico de gallo would be like jalapenos, onions, and of course tomato in there too. Much like a salsa, but kind of a lot fresher in taste. So you could make it, or you could buy it if you want to. If you just got a container of salsa like I did, just throw some salsa on in there. But of course with dips, you kind of like a little bit of chunkiness in there, right? With something, so that's why I have here the diced up tomatoes. So we're going to add those in there. Now, if you don't want the heat with this, such as the spice, like I have there with the green chilies, you can ignore that, not put them on in there, but I highly recommend it. By the way, a step that I have left out for you, because I already had it done, is when I boiled the chicken and then diced it up and shredded it up really good, I used a packet of taco seasoning and made that. So kind of like chicken tacos. Then I added the queso dip there with it. So as you see here, we're getting to a nice little boil, a nice little simmer here. That's going to help thicken things up. And I'm going to go ahead now and throw in the green chilies, but also with a little more flavor here, I'm going to put in a little bit of fresh cilantro. So that's always good to have a little bit of freshness of your cilantro in there to give it just a little kick there of nice flavor. Now this is pretty much done. Gonna go ahead and add in the rice. This is about 1 cup of rice. So again, this will help thicken things up too as this really begins to simmer. And that is really about it. Now what you could do with this, once it's all done here, you can actually put it into like a glass pan if you've got one, or a metal pan, and actually throw it into the oven and let it simmer for a while there, then put some of the cheese that I have here in my little bowl. You would put that cheese on top, on broil, to get a nice kind of coating of nice brown cheese there on top, or you can just go this route here. So once it's all said and done, which we have that going on here, you would then want to put it into some sort of bowl. So I've got a little bit of a bowl here. Put a little bit in. This will be Ron serving. Hopefully I don't make too big of a mess with this. But once you're all done with that, then you could take a little bit more of your cheese, sprinkle just some cheese on top there for garnish, a little bit more of your cilantro chopped up. That would be for garnish as well. Kind of put that on top. And there you go, a little bit of chicken con queso with tortilla chips, of course. So we'll have Ron try it out here for you coming up in a couple minutes.